Suppose you're sitting at a dinner table with a group of friends, talking about a recent trip you took. As you recount the story, one of your friends starts to visibly withdraw. Their eyes dart down to their plate, and their shoulders tense. It's clear that something is bothering them, but they haven't said a word. The conversation continues, but you feel a sudden sense of unease. Rather than ignoring the shift in their energy or continuing with the conversation as if nothing is wrong, you decide to address it. "Hey, it seems like something's on your mind," you say, looking them in the eyes. "Do you want to talk about it?" This simple action, a small moment of paying attention to the person's body, language, and emotional cues opens the door for a deeper, more empathetic conversation. Without saying anything, your friend may have been experiencing discomfort or sadness, but your willingness to tune into their emotional state can create a space where they feel understood and supported. This is the power of empathy, the ability to connect with another person by recognizing and sharing in their emotional experience. Whether it's in personal relationships, professional settings, or everyday interactions, empathy plays a crucial role in how we communicate, understand others, and build stronger, more meaningful connections. In this episode, we'll explore how you can enhance your empathy and social skills, focusing on how to truly understand others' perspectives, communicate more effectively, and strengthen relationships, both at work and in your personal life. The power of empathy and understanding others' perspectives. Empathy goes far beyond simply feeling sorry for someone. It's the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and experience the world through their lens. It's about understanding what they're going through, both emotionally and mentally, and responding to their situation with compassion and care. Empathy is the cornerstone of meaningful relationships, whether they are with family, friends, co-workers, or even strangers. For instance, think about a time when you were going through a challenging moment, and a friend or colleague showed genuine concern for how you were feeling. They didn't offer unsolicited advice right away or rush to fix the situation. Instead, they simply acknowledged your emotions and provided a listening ear. This kind of response can make all the difference in how we feel supported during tough times. Empathy is not just about understanding someone else's feelings. It's about being able to connect on a deeper, human level. This emotional connection allows us to communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts with understanding, and build trust with others. In the workplace, empathy plays a significant role in fostering a positive, collaborative environment. When colleagues empathize with each other, it leads to a culture of respect, understanding, and support, which improves overall team dynamics. For instance, think about a team leader who takes the time to listen to an employee's concerns about their workload. Instead of dismissing the concerns or brushing them aside, they take the employee's perspective into account and work with them to find a solution. This not only makes the employee feel heard, but also strengthens their commitment to the team and the organization. So, how can you begin to develop and improve your empathy? Let's dive deeper into the key skills and strategies for becoming more empathetic. How to improve active listening and effective communication. One of the most effective ways to enhance your empathy is by practicing active listening. Active listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about engaging fully with the speaker and understanding the underlying emotions behind those words. It requires your full attention, openness, and a willingness to connect. 1. Reflective listening. A key to active engagement. Reflective listening is when you paraphrase or restate what the other person has said, demonstrating that you are actively listening and trying to understand their perspective. For instance, imagine a friend is telling you about a tough day they had at work. Instead of just nodding along or offering your own experiences, you might say, "It sounds like you had a really overwhelming day and you're feeling frustrated with how things went." This not only confirms that you're listening, but also signals to the other person that you understand the emotional context of their experience. By reflecting back what someone says, you help them feel validated and heard. This creates a sense of emotional safety, encouraging more open and honest communication. In situations of conflict, this technique can be especially valuable, as it helps both parties feel understood, making it easier to find common ground. 2. The power of nonverbal communication. A huge part of effective communication is nonverbal. Body language, facial expressions, and a tone of voice can often convey more than words themselves. When you communicate with someone, pay close attention to these nonverbal cues, as they can provide insight into how they're feeling beyond their words. For instance, if a colleague is telling you about a challenging project, but their arms are crossed and they're avoiding eye contact, it could be a sign that they're feeling defensive, anxious, or uncomfortable. In this case, acknowledging their body language and responding with empathy, such as saying, "It seems like this situation is really weighing on you," can open up space for more honest dialogue. By understanding and responding to these nonverbal signals, you can improve the quality of your interactions, ensuring that your responses are in tune with the other person's emotional state. 3. Asking thoughtful, open-ended questions. Another powerful tool for improving communication and empathy is asking open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no, and instead encourage the speaker to elaborate on their thoughts and feelings. For instance, suppose a colleague says, "I'm really stressed about this presentation tomorrow." Rather than just saying, "Don't worry, it'll be fine," you could ask, "What's specifically stressing you out about the presentation? Is there anything I can do to help?" This approach shows that you're not just dismissing their feelings, but you genuinely want to understand and help. Open-ended questions invite deeper conversation and make the other person feel like their concerns are valid and worth exploring. In addition, they give you more insight into the other person's perspective, which allows you to respond more thoughtfully and empathetically. Building strong, meaningful connections in personal and professional life. When you combine empathy with strong social skills, you lay the groundwork for creating lasting, meaningful relationships. These relationships, whether they are with friends, family, colleagues, or even acquaintances, are built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. 1. Emotional safety, a foundation for connection. Emotional safety is crucial when building strong relationships. It's the sense that you can express yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. In any meaningful relationship, people need to feel safe to share their emotions and thoughts openly. When empathy is present, it creates a safe environment where people feel comfortable expressing themselves. For instance, think about a time when a friend confided in you about something personal. They shared their worries, fears, or vulnerabilities with you. If you responded with empathy, you likely helped them feel understood and supported. This deepens the trust in your relationship and creates a stronger bond between you. Emotional safety isn't just about providing a listening ear. It's about showing that you care and will not judge the other person for their emotions or experiences. By practicing empathy, you can help cultivate emotional safety in your relationships, creating a foundation of trust and understanding. 2. Adapting to different communication styles. People communicate in different ways, and understanding these differences is key to building strong relationships. Some individuals are more direct, while others are more reserved. Some may express their emotions openly, while others prefer to keep their feelings private. As you practice empathy, one of the most important skills you can develop is the ability to adapt to these varying communication styles. For instance, suppose you're working with a colleague who is more introverted and prefers to communicate through email rather than face-to-face meetings. Recognizing this preference and adjusting your communication style accordingly can help you avoid misunderstandings and create a more effective working relationship. On the other hand, if you're dealing with someone who is more extroverted and thrives on verbal interactions, taking the time to engage in casual conversation or brainstorming sessions can strengthen your connection with them. By being flexible and adapting to the communication styles of others, you demonstrate empathy and a willingness to connect in a way that's most comfortable for the other person. This, in turn, helps to foster stronger, more harmonious relationships. 3. Empathy in conflict resolution. Even in the best relationships, conflicts will arise, but it's how you handle those conflicts that can make all the difference. Empathy plays a crucial role in conflict resolution because it allows you to step outside of your own perspective and understand the other person's point of view. Imagine this scenario. You and a colleague are in a disagreement about a project deadline. Rather than immediately defending your stance, you take a moment to listen to their concerns and validate their feelings. "I understand that you're feeling stressed about this timeline," you might say, "and I can see how that would be difficult. By acknowledging their feelings, you help diffuse tension and create space for a more collaborative discussion about how to move forward. Empathy in conflict resolution helps to de-escalate emotions, find common ground, and ultimately lead to solutions that are fair to both parties. When both sides feel heard and understood, they're more likely to work together towards a resolution that benefits everyone. Conclusion. In conclusion, enhancing your empathy and social skills is a powerful way to build stronger, more meaningful relationships, both personally and professionally. By practicing active listening, adapting to different communication styles, and cultivating emotional safety, you can create connections that are based on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. Empathy isn't just about understanding others. It's about showing that you care and that you are willing to meet them where they are emotionally. As you continue to develop these skills, remember that empathy is a lifelong journey, one that has the potential to transform your relationships and your overall quality of life.